Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Skool Morning Show. It is Wacky Wednesday, or winning Wednesday. I'm sorry,
Winning
it's
Wednesday.
Winning Wednesday, but actually, it's not really Wednesday for us. We're still back in time. Whoa, we're in the past still. But you know what? This is the last day that we're going to be in the past. Tomorrow, we're actually coming to you actually live. Today, we're in the past. But it's okay. It's okay. You can still comment, and we will throw up all of your comments on the live tomorrow, because we're gonna do like some kind of like review thing of how y'all did, and I really hope that y'all came through for us. We really need it.
Okay. Calm down. No, I'm just kidding. No, we will go through your comments and it'll be kind of fun. We'll get to review like what you guys thought of the pre-recordings and all the things that we shared, and including things from today, because today is Wednesday, remember, not actually like Friday the 17th, which is when we're actually recording this, but
Right.
Today is Wednesday. You're watching this Wednesday.
Yeah. And are you impressed that we recorded 4 morning shows in one day, and I still have this much energy? Pretty amazing.
Yes. So much energy. Woo woo. I did have a little bit too much caffeine today. But beyond that, one thing that we're doing now, and you've already kind of gotten the drift from the last few ones, is we are letting you know if you want to help support the Skool Morning Show, it is free. All you have to do is please like, subscribe, comment, and share this to another schooler. We're wanting to show YouTube that this is the kind of stuff that you guys want to see, so it pushes out more people learn about school and get to be a part of this. So that would be amazing.
We're here for you guys, but we also have to do things for this wretched algorithm.
Yes, this algorithm has to be on our side. We can win together, right?
Yeah, we can beat the algorithm together.
Now we're ready for the school shout out.
Yeah, boy!
School shout out time. Let's go. I wonder who we're going to do today. Let's find out right now.
We're going to talk about Mikey's Money House by Mikey Kaloka. I think I said that right. So yeah, Mikey, you've already heard us talk about him plenty of times, right? Mikey is pretty cool. He is doing the TikTok lives, bringing people over. He's really good with like retention, and it's a lot of fun to watch his videos, but it's also really fun being in his community and saving money. In fact, Eric, you got to hear between us doing all these calls. We had one missing egg from our Easter eggs.
Oh.
And what you may have missed, yeah, you can hear my kid in the background going, I found it. It had $1 in it, and what he had wanted to do was put all his money into his high yield savings account. So you did get to hear my kid say that $1 was going into high yield savings.
Yep, it's true. I heard it. And it's all because of Mikey. He's always telling everybody, put that money in the high yield savings. Actually, that's going to be my next step as well, is to put some, I'm probably going to move my money from my savings to one of the high yield savings, because, you know, it's free money. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yep. Exactly. And it's really easy to set up because of, in fact, there is like a post I made inside here that was about how I ended up making an account, because when my kid keeps telling us that we cannot go out to eat because of high yield savings, like he's like, you can eat at home. I want things at home because that's what Mikey says to do. And so I'm like, all right, every time we're saving money that way, I'll look up what we were going to spend and then I'll put it into high yield savings. So it only took me, I think it was for sure less than an hour and all of that. And it came, like I got a SoFi account through his stuff. And then also I've already, like the money that I spend on this community, I already have made back like 10 times more, I guess.
That's crazy.
So
yeah,
it's,
SoFi has a really high APY, if you're interested.
Yeah. So this is definitely worth the school shout out. I really like the
Yeah, boy!
sound.
Here we go
Yep.
again. Even if you're not interested in this in particular, I think you should still go check out his TikTok just to see how he does content, and even more importantly, how he does lives. He's so dang good at it. Like, he's an absolute natural. So if you're just interested in how to get traffic, that's a guy you might want to look at.
Yeah, and like, okay, first of all, if you are doing anything on Skool and you're like, hey, well, I'm already spending a little money here, a little money there, you could probably, like, because there's all those like little expenses you have along the way too, like if you wanted Loom, if you wanted vidIQ, if you wanted StreamYard, all these other expenses that end up adding up, you might actually, if you went to Mikey's thing, did a couple of the stuff off of his pin post, you might be able to end up saving the same amount that you would have been spending, and you end up going, oh yeah, well, this one actually helped me. And then you get to learn how he did his traffic, and then how he nurtures his school, and how active, and because his community is on the front page of Discovery. So
Sure is.
definitely
Impressive.
worth at least watching and keeping an eye on what he's been up to,
Absolutely. Let's go,
So
Mikey.
that is our shout out. So I think we can take that down. Normally we would be doing an About page Wednesday, but because we are pre-recording this, we prefer to do those things live. Like, we want you to be able to interact with us as we're doing it, or asking questions, giving suggestions, or sometimes we even pull you up to go over those with you, depending on the time frame and all of that. But it just didn't make sense for us to do if we were pre-recording it,
Right. Yeah, because, we'd like to get a little bit of feedback live if we can. And so that's okay. We'll just save it for next time. And but we asked you guys for some suggestions. You've already listened to Mondays and Tuesdays suggestions. We had a really great suggestion for today by Jesse.
Doo-doo. Jesse, and then Arton plus one. It was for optimizing your environment and desk for productivity.
And we're going to do a little spin on it. We're going to touch on that a little bit. But we got a few different things that we're going to talk about just for like productivity, just kind of in general.
Because it's like maybe your environment and your desk, sometimes it is also kind of like mindset, and that's like what everybody wants to hear, right? Mindset. But it's also like your environment does affect your mindset too,
It definitely does.
So
For sure.
what do you want to go with first? Do you want to go with what you learned about yourself?
Yeah, so there is this video I saw by Alex Ramosi, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. And let me pull that up. It pretty much changed the way I think about things for a really, really long time. And I don't think he invented this. I think he got this from somebody else. But there's this concept of being a maker versus a manager. And you kind of usually fall, in one of those categories. So, like, I'm a maker. And makers are like more creative. So you're thinking like artists, editors, like, I don't know, just like doing more creative type things. And then you got your managers who are the operators. They're the people who are doing like all like the technical stuff that like I kind of find annoying. But in that video, and I'll see if I can find it and link it when we post this, but he talks about when you have a maker and you try to get them on calls, it kind of ruins their whole day. And when I heard that, it just like clicked in my brain, because if I have a call scheduled for like, I don't know, say 2:00 and it's 8:00 in the morning, I'll spend like the next several hours just being kind of anxious, and it kind of ruins my whole day. Like, I feel like I'm just waiting for this call and I feel like I can't do anything else. And so he talks about, if you have a team specifically, have your makers doing their maker stuff, don't put them on calls if they don't have to be, and get your managers doing that kind of stuff, because the managers, they love jumping from thing to thing because they're a manager. But, for a solo entrepreneur, really we have to do both. We have to be a maker and a manager. And so he talks about taking specific days to be a maker and specific days to be a manager. So that could look like scheduling all of your calls for the week on Monday, or maybe like on a Tuesday, this is when I record all of my videos, and just getting that creative type of mindset, because jumping back and forth throughout the day is going to really lower your productivity. It's going to really mess you up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or if you're doing a morning show, it's better to be a morning show than a night show, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's already out of the way in the morning.
Yep.
And I think that's like part of why we do it as a morning thing is because then we have the rest of our days to do things. And I found that I can sometimes be the same. And this is I'm gonna go into like, oh, I'm gonna be relatable to the moms maybe, but there's a time frame when like you have kids and the kids end up being in this stage of like where they take naps, right? And so sometimes it's like you have to revolve your whole schedule based on when they're gonna take a nap.
Yep. I remember.
And you can't make like you're like I can't make plans. I can't do anything until after the nap has been completed, because otherwise your whole day is gonna be screwed.
It's true.
Or if you're trying to do it before nap time, it is a little bit more rushed. Like there's no flexibility in like can we still hang out even longer or anything because you're gonna have a tantrum toddler that's going
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that throws a whole another wrench into it. But back to the calls, like if this was the school afternoon show, it would absolutely I wouldn't get anything done. So I'm so
Yeah.
glad that we decided to go with the morning show because doing it early, getting it done, and then I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want, it helps so much.
Yeah, in fact, like this is where we know you're the maker and I'm the manager because
Yes.
we had the morning show for today and then we did 2 pre-recordings. Then I jumped to my schoolers moderator call. Then I jumped to a client call and then that client call because it was taking the moderator call went a little longer, so I got on that one a little bit late. That one being a little bit late, I actually paused it, and we're going to jump back to it right after we finish this recording. So that's me being a manager, being able to like jump from place to place and make sure everything gets done in the same day.
Right. Yeah. It's
yeah.
good though. So like if you're listening, like kind of think about which one are you? Are you a maker or a manager? And there's lots of different variations of this. There's like type A versus type B, and then there's, it's all kind of a similar kind of idea. But a really obvious one is like, well, I'm trying to think of who I was thinking of. No, that's not a good example. Move on. I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
We're 4 calls into today.
Yeah. You're getting the best that we can give right now.
Yeah.
But since they did ask about like optimizing your environment and desk for productivity, when we're talking about maker versus manager, so we're talking mostly about calls and stuff. I believe that a manager probably should have some sort of like note thing next to them. Even if they have something like ClickUp or if they have something else out there, which we can talk about that in a minute, you do need something physically there that you could write notes on. Because if you are jumping around, then you don't want to forget anything. So being able to write something right there and then down will be very helpful. Now that's what I have as like a manager for my desk. What do you have? What does your desk kind of like need for you to be able to be a maker?
Oh man. So for me, like especially when it comes to live streaming and even more so when I was doing video, so when I was actually filming myself, I have to keep my microphone set up. I have to have my light set up on stands. I have to have everything ready to go because if I have to set up all of my equipment or if I have to set up my desk exactly the way it needs to be every single time I go to record or do a live or work, there's like a step in between. And so it makes it less likely that I'm actually going to even do the work that I need to do because there's an extra step that I have to do first. And I don't know if that's like an ADHD thing, but it makes me not want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you have to optimize almost for you to be able to have everything in place. I think you even mentioned the other day that like you would wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I try to eat the same meals every day. I wear pretty much the same outfit every single day. I just don't want to think about it. Like I want to like focus on what needs to be done.
You know that makes me think of and this is why like as a manager, as you're saying that, as a manager, I would see that and I'd go, okay, so now I know what I need to give you because it sounds like you don't do really well with you end up getting decision fatigue. Like
Oh, yeah, for
making
sure.
decisions
Yeah.
would fatigue you.
It does.
and that ends up not giving you the most productivity kind of thing. Like, so you need to set up, as a maker, you probably need to set up your entire environment and desk stuff. So like, make sure you're coming to your desk and you have your water bottle there, or make sure that your snack is available within reach. Make sure that you have your phone charger so it doesn't die on you, you know, and probably setting it in place. One of the things that I was going to say is like for that I found that's really helpful for me as a manager and a mom and the go-to friend, the go-to family member, is I have a little phone stand where it keeps my phone like pretty much always on charge.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it's right there, and I can view it. And if a notification comes up, because I'm so busy, I'm doing calls all day, clearly, right?
Yes.
I have that available. And then I have another thing that's kind of funny, like, because this is so weird, but I think that everybody needs a back scratcher, right? You need a back scratcher because if you've ever had an itch in the middle of your back and you have to get up and try to go find your back scratcher, like, no, that can like ruin your day because like you were trying to get things done and like you cannot focus.
So funny.
So-
That's a hot take right there.
Yeah. Yep. And I think that you should always have like gum or mint or maybe a candy, something that's like a little pick me up.
Well, I got
at
my
your
boom
desk.
boom stick sitting on my desk.
Yes.
But it's, you know, back to the maker manager, I feel like managers are probably better at running communities, and I feel like makers are better at doing traffic, which makes a
Or-
lot of sense.
Not necessarily traffic, but like maybe service based too, you know?
True. Yeah, that could be true too. Very true. And that's what I do. I do service-based stuff.
As another thing, as a just that really helps, I have like my Beekeeper's Natural throat spray. I have all my vitamins that I need to take throughout the day, like right next to me. My allergy medicine. If I'm gonna have like, because sometimes I can get migraines pretty quickly. Like I have all these things that are available, but then also as a parent, because I have a kid with me at home all the time, I also have things at my desk that if he comes up to me, I can quickly make him like a. He already gave me an example. I was like, do I say this? Because then he might make me do it right now while I'm on call. And he just yelled, paper airplane.
That's funny.
So I can make him those.
It's just accessibility. It increases your productivity if you have everything available to you.
Yeah. And honestly, like if you're working on school, people are not going to see your desk, right?
Right. Which
but-
is great.
Yeah. At the same time, I also have like a little laser pointer. And this is funny. I have a laser pointer because if I need him to go pick up something or if he's lost something in the house, I can look around and I'll see it and I'll be like, okay, there's where you left that, and I laser point it and he can see it.
That's so funny. I couldn't do that at my house because my cats go crazy over them.
Yep, that's something I do. Another thing I wanted to show or bring up is that for productivity, something that I learned from a procrastination coach that we talked to a long time ago was to have a marble container.
That's such a
So-
cool idea.
Essentially, you have a big jar with like lots of marbles, and then you have a smaller jar that anytime you have to do like the hard thing, right? Like something that you don't want to do. Like I need to go through all my emails. I don't want to. I've been putting it off. Well, guess what? I can give myself 2 marbles once I complete it. I need to go live. I don't really like going live. It makes me nervous or whatever. Or I need to film and make content, and I keep putting it off and I keep avoiding it. Well, now I'm going to give myself a marble. And you don't count your marbles at the end of the day. You count them at the end of the week. If you don't want to use marbles, there's all different kinds of things that you can use. You can use rocks. This is what I bought. I bought fake gems. Now, I did find out that these are very appealing to little kids. So
yeah.
you may
My
end up
kids love
losing
those.
some.
Yeah. It's so funny. A quick little side note. We were cleaning out our car, and I literally found about 500 little rocks like that and acorns. Like my son is a squirrel, and he just like gets all that stuff.
I love it. But yeah, so you can grab whatever you want, and so you can make it aesthetic. So I had like a really pretty like little jar thing that looked very hipster funk cool. whatever you want to call it. So it matched kind of like the look of my desk,
Yeah.
with the wooden and the greens and all that. But the whole point is that you can start to track your weeks, and then you can. It's a visual win to see yourself put those in, and you watch the smaller jar get bigger as it goes.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful.
Can I say something really quickly? I just found out that I just saw that, I came across it, that your procrastination coach has a school.
Does he?
Yeah, he must have just opened it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's also really good on TikTok and Instagram too.
What the heck?
Should I share it? I got the screenshots.
Hold on. Maybe not yet.
Okay.
Maybe we want to
We'll
find
find
out
out.
first.
Maybe this could be breaking news for Thursday.
Yes, we'll bring it up on Thursday if he is doing that. But you can send me the link on Skool.
Okay, I will. This is some secret stuff.
Secrets. But yeah, no, he's really cool. If he is doing it and he is active in there, we definitely will be shouting him out. Something else that he brought up, which we like a lot of people know, like Beyonce did her alter ego stuff.
Yes, Bianchi.
Beyonce, an alter ego, something that indicates that you're in work mode. So basically, the alter ego is you're choosing if you can't call within yourself the version that you need to be to get things done, you can create an alter ego, and it's kind of like Superman. He put the
I
glasses
love
on
this.
now.
I mean, you have talked about this a lot.
Yeah, I did it and I had a thumb ring. Like, so every time I put my thumb ring on, that's when I would be in this like different mode, this different version.
Yeah. This is how I make
and-
content also, by the way. I know a lot of people will say do the whole FaceTime effect, but that doesn't, or pretend you're on FaceTime. That doesn't necessarily work for me. I like this way better personally, but it's whatever personality you are.
Yep. You can also have multiple ones. You can have like the alter ego that's like your hero version, and then you can also have the villain, so that you can separate
that's
it
cool.
from yourself. And something that I've learned is you use it for a while, and eventually you won't need it.
Yeah.
Because you will have just like called in that different set of your personality.
You
or
want to know what
whatever.
mine is?
What?
Mine, I pretend, or my alter ego, that I'm a celebrity. Yeah, I'll say to myself, I'm famous.
It's cool. Did you give yourself a different name?
No, I haven't. Maybe I should.
Yeah, sometimes they call it a different name. It's kind of like, so Sasha Fierce was Beyonce's, and then you had Clark Kent for Superman.
I'll be Todd Herman.
Todd Herman. I'm going to take on the man himself that wrote this. I like it. But yeah, you can have like different indicators. Sometimes it might be for somebody, it's the glasses. Some people have a scarf, right?
Yeah.
It's just whatever you feel like. And some people just like, they have to put a suit on when they work from home. And
It's
so like
Alex
when they put the
Hormozy's
suit
nose
on,
strip.
yeah, it's Alex little doot doot, and then it's on. So anyways, yeah, that's for alter egos. I think
yeah,
we could also
One
go
more
ahead.
thing about that is that's something else that absolutely helps. Is if I'm working from home, putting on pants, like actual pants, not just like PJs, seems to help me get into focus mode too.
Nice. I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Which is kind of similar to that.
Let me see. I have, so with the procrastination coach, I have his phone number. I'll just text him.
Did you want
Later.
to share anything about ClickUp?
Yes, in just a moment. I think we should actually
Let me
talk
pull that up.
about.
I'm gonna pull that up just for a second, and then I'll pull it right back down. There you go.
Okay. I think we should talk about a desk reset at the end of the day and a desk clean at the end of the week. So this is something I have to do, is I have a certain space for each thing. And some people will be like, no, this is not me. I want to have everything everywhere scattered. But what I noticed is that the people that have those like scattered desk workspaces and they're like, oh, it's for my creativity, they tend to still be scattered. And those are those are the areas that they tell people like, oh, this, I'm just a scatterbrain, or I'm so disorganized, or I'm so this. And I really feel like your environment plays a part of that. So it's like almost a reflection of what's going on inwards. So if they wanted to work on those areas, if they're wanting to like kind of let go of that, then they could start to have like a place for each thing. It doesn't mean that it has to be perfectly clean, but like if all your pins go in this like little pin holder, at the end of the day, pick up the 2 or 3 pins that you left out, put them back in the pin holder. If you have like TVs in your house, like put your TV and remotes in the same spot. Like if you listen to like background noise, because like sometimes you guys can hear the jazz. Well, I keep my TV remotes right here in front of me, so that I can reach them. If you have your charging cables, make sure that they're in the right spot. Your mouse, your keyboard, all of those things.
Yeah, I'm bad about that, but
You're like, nope.
yeah. On the content side of things, I like to content plan. So like I like to have any ideas that I get throughout the day, I will write it in my notes app. It's like, okay, this is, and now I have a big list of videos that I can just pull from and make. So I'm never wondering what video I should make today. Already got a huge list. So there's
Yeah,
that
and
too.
so that would be that like little notepad. And
Yeah.
so one of the things that you would do is review all your notes taken and compile them into one. ClickUp is a great place for storing these. So something that you can do in ClickUp is, you see how it says right in here, it says like done or in progress. You can also have an idea area where you just throw every idea that you have all in one spot, so you never feel like your brain has to hold on to those things.
Yeah, it's cool. ClickUp's really, really good.
Yeah, and then when you have all of those, something that we used to do with Marianne, it's called a power hour. It was super helpful. We were basically planning Sunday night for the week ahead. And so we were taking the different tasks and things that were like, here's some to-do things. Like, which ones do we want to actually assign to this week, right?
Yep. It's kind of like I said.
that-
I have a big list of video ideas. It's like for sort of doing that power hour, I'm actually going to decide which ones I'm going to do.
Right, and that's something that we do normally on Fridays now, is like we talk about like, well, what's the schedule going to look like next week? Because we've been trying to make sure that you guys know what the schedule is coming up, and then we post it on Sunday.
And it keeps us from scrambling every single
yeah.
day.
Exactly. It's like super helpful in that kind of format. So I might have to go find things, or I might need to think about like, how do I actually want to say this for the majority? Because like there's a difference between somebody that's like working with me one-on-one. I might have to tell them more specific things, but I wouldn't tell that specific thing to everybody. So I have to think through that. I don't know. Are those yours or are those Kim's?
These are mine.
Okay, then you can play with them. Sorry. This is where we get when it's like almost 4 in the afternoon, and I've been on calls all day. But so yeah, that's kind of like it for the productivity side. I just
What
think,
do you do? What do you, if you're listening, what do you do to be more productive?
yeah, let us know what you find productive, or if there's something that we said that you feel like wouldn't necessarily be productive for you. We would love to know that as well.
And are you a maker or a manager? I'd also like to know that.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Tell us, like, go try to find out, like, if you need to, go figure out what you are, and then come back and tell us, because I want to know. I think that would be really cool to see how many makers we have versus managers.
Yeah.
So, you ready for the breaking news? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. You can make a lot with Skool affiliates.
Whoa. Can you?
There's a lot of people that like already kind of know this or have this like in the back of their mind, but I think there's almost a thing where it's like people don't realize you don't have to do as much as you thought you had to do to end up getting good amount of affiliates. Because I haven't really pushed affiliates, and this is what I've made in the last like 2.5 years.
Wow.
I'm always going to have that low account balance, because this is me and Dominic's favorite time. He likes to he clicks the payout and all that. So there's
That's
some
fun.
people that get to save it all up, and it's really fun, but he loves doing the clicking it out. But I really haven't done that much to try to get affiliates. And it's not that I don't appreciate them or that I don't want them. It's just there's been a lot of other things I've been doing. And I think part of it is probably because like I have spent a good amount of time helping people. And so to give back sometimes they ask for my affiliate link. But another thing that I do that some people don't realize is I just make sure my affiliate link is available for people to find easily. And one of the ways that I do that is I actually put it in my links, my social links. So
That's such a good idea.
if somebody comes to my profile and they click this, then they have my affiliate link. Others that have said like, hey, when I start a cool school community, I'd like to use your affiliate link. I just let them know it's right there. Or you can even see inside What is School. It is like on the side panel. I don't have a picture of that right now, but I do, since I have a paid community that's a pro plan, I do have a little link that says create your own community. And that's where people can go find my thing, whatever you want to call it. So because some people might not know where this is, or how to set it up. I just think that what?
It's right there, by the way.
Yeah. So that's where it is. So when people are looking for it, that's where they can go find it. But I do want to show you how you guys can get that in your profile. So let me share screen real quick.
Because we realized I do not, and that's a bad look.
It's not like a terrible look, but it would be better. I mean, you might get a couple affiliates that you didn't know about.
That would be pretty sick. I love affiliate marketing. Like that's where most of my money that I've made has come from, is from doing affiliate marketing. And so I want to get more into school affiliate marketing. That's cool.
Yeah. So when you're on your profile, you can either click edit profile down here, or you can come up here and go down to not this profile, but this to settings. And so I'm going to click on settings and I'm going to go to profile right here. And so this is where you would like change your photo, your name, your @ make sure you get your @ if you want one, the locations, and you come down to social links. So what I do is I have mine set up underneath website, and where you get this link is by going to affiliates. It's going to be that first one that you saw. I'm not going to pull it up now because there are people that have communities that they haven't announced yet that are underneath.
Can't expose them. Can't expose those people.
I don't like exposing them for some reason. So that's where you would find it. And so you just put it underneath your website. And tells me 4 p.m. So yeah, that's where it would be. Nice. And it just, that way when you go to your profile right here and people click on it, it says Jenna Austri invited you, and then they can create their own community.
Well, that's a good little tip. That's a good little hack that we all need to be doing.
Yes.
I like that.
I think it would be helpful for more people to be able to do things like that.
Absolutely.
So we need to have some sort of like
Lizard.
sound. I need sound.
We need some kind of sound. This has been awesome. Yeah. We will be back to being live tomorrow. So I'm excited to see all you lovely people again. Make sure.
I'll be coming. I'll be back home tomorrow. So. Just kidding. I had to mute the sound effects.
Man. That's great. Well, we'll see you all back tomorrow. We're going to do a review, and we're going to talk about all the things that you guys said. And so, yeah, I'm excited to see y'all. We'll see you back tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Bye.